はい。こんにちはってことで音読をね、音読あんまやんないっつったかんですけど、多分なんか飽きちゃったみたいな話をしたんだけど、なんかやりたくなったんででたまにねやる感じにしたいと思います。で本当は昨日やりたかったんですけど、昨日はちょっといろいろ一日はほとんど外出てたんでできなくて、なんで今日ね音読をやろうと思います。音読やんないと落ちるんだよね、なんかいろいろ。ってことでLesson 1 Wanderings. I'll show you a trick. Let's do it together. First, make 2 rings with the paper. Then paste them to each other. They are pasted like this. They are pasted at one point. Are you with me? Good. Finally, cut along the rings. Start here and keep cutting. What will happen to the rings? That was great. Can you show me another trick? Sure. This trick is more interesting than the first one. Let's begin. First, make 2 Möbius rings. See? Okay. Good. Good. Next, paste the rings to each other. Are our rings the same? Yes. Finally, cut the rings again, like this. Just a minute. Wonderful. Do you talk 1? Excuse me, could you tell me the way to the Science Museum? Sure. Go along the street to the bank. Turn right at that corner. Turn right. Yes, the museum is on the left, across the street from the park. It's between a library and a hotel. I see, thank you, you're welcome. Lesson 2, Interview with Miss Kileo. Thank you very much for this interview, Miss Kileo. I'm glad to talk with you. May I ask you a few questions? Yes, of course. No, of course. When did you come to Japan? In 2002. I have lived in this town since 2003. So you have been this town for several years. How do you feel about your life here? I like it. The people are very kind. You are from Tanzania, aren't you? Yes, my country has great lakes, huge animal parks, and Mount Kilimanjaro. It sounds beautiful. What are you doing in Japan? I'm studying biotechnology. I want to make better crops for the farmers of Tanzania. Have you studied for a long time? Yes, I have, for 8 years. Miss Kileo, I hear you are also interested in art. Oh yes, I like to paint tinga tinga. Tinga tinga. Yes, it's the most famous painting style in Tanzania. Look at this book. These pictures are beautiful. I'm glad you like them. How long have you painted tinga tinga? For about 10 years. I see. Thank you very much for your time. You're welcome. Do you talk to? You have a great CD collection. Thank you. Would you like to listen to some African music? Sure. It sounds interesting. Okay, would you like something to drink? Yes, please. I drank some tea. Fine. Some cake? No, thank you. Just tea, please. Okay. Lesson 3. Kumi visits China. Dear friends. I arrived in Beijing yesterday. I've just finished dinner. The Yan family made a lot of delicious food. We left a little food on the plate. I've already learned that this is okay here. If you eat everything, it means you are still hungry. If you leave a little, it means you are full and happy, like me, your friend Kumi. Dear friends, today I went to the Beijing Opera Journey to the West. I've seen a kabuki play in Japan once. Both the kabuki play and this opera used beautiful costumes. But this opera was very different from the kabuki. The dancers of the opera were more active, and the music was more exciting. I haven't bought you a present yet. Does anyone want an opera mask? Your friend Kumi. You went to the Great Wall, didn't you? Yes, I did. I was surprised at its size. It was huge. Well, look at this photo. Have you ever seen this? No, I haven't. What is it? It's a photo of the Great Wall from space. Wow, it's really long. I've never seen such a long wall. Do Talk 3. Can I help you? Yes, how can I get to the zoo? Take the train for Homachi. The entrance is over there, by the restaurant. Where should I get off? At Nishikoen Station. I see, thank you. You're welcome. Lesson 4. Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes. Have you heard about Sadako? Sadako was 2 years old when the atomic bomb was dropped over Hiroshima. She suddenly became sick at the age of 12. She had a hope, she believed. It is possible for me to get well. I'll make 1,000 paper cranes. Sadako died, but many people remember her. They make cranes for her and for peace. You know a lot about Sadako. I visit a lot of websites. Look at this one. What does it say? It says that books about Sadako are published in over 30 countries, so her story is known around the world. That's right. What are these? They are strings of paper cranes. We call them sembazuru. I remember, people all over the world make sembazuru and send them to Hiroshima, right? This is the atomic bomb dome. What happened to it? Well, the bomb exploded over it. The heat reached 7,000 degrees centigrade. About 130,000 people were killed. 130,000 people? That makes me sad. We must never forget this, right? So the dome is more than just a building. It shows the terrible power of the bomb and the importance of peace. Let's read one. The Well Lighter. For many years, only men were the leaders of a small Maori village in New Zealand. The leader, Koro, hoped his first grandchild would be a boy, but a girl, Kahu, was born. Koro was so unhappy that he rejected Kahu. He did not teach her the traditions of the village, but she loved him. Her grandmother Nani tried to help, but could do nothing. Koro taught the boys of the village its traditions. Be a people of the wells. He looked for a new leader. Here, he threw a special stone into the sea. Bring it to me. The task was too difficult to do. The stone stayed in the sea. Later, Kahu went into the sea. She got the stone and gave it to Nani. Kahu, you have special powers, but don't say anything yet. The secret is ours. Listen, Koro said. Everyone listened. The sea was singing. Look at the sea. They looked. A huge group of whales was coming. The leader and all the old whales swam onto the beach. Others followed. Their cries were terrible. Come to the beach, man, Koro shouted. We must save them. We must. The men walked all day. They walked all night. The whales did not move. They were on the beach to die. I must save the whales. Kahu went up to the old whale and said, Come, father, you must live. We must live. She climbed on him. Come, father, come. Slowly the whale turned around. She rolled him into the sea. 3 days later, they found Kahu at sea. In the hospital, Koro and Nani held her. Kahu, said her grandfather, you have special powers. You will be our leader. Nani smiled. Lesson 5. Places to go, things to do. Ken, where'd you like to go? I'd like to go to Mongolia. I'm interested in their life on the great grasslands. I want to stay in a gear. Also, I want to go to the Northern Festival. There will be many things to see. Horses running in races and people wrestling in Mongolian sumo matches. Ratna, where do you want to go? I want to go to the Guiana Highlands in South America. There, I can see the wonders created by nature. The tabletop mountains are like islands in the sky. In the highlands, I can see Angel Falls. It falls straight down about 1 kilometer. It is the longest waterfall in the world. Beautiful. How about you, Kumi? The place I want to visit is Korea. My email friend Mina lives in Seoul. She writes me about schools, movies, and music in Korea. I write her about life in Japan. Korea is close to Japan, but I've never been there. So there are many things that I want to do. For example, I want to visit Mina and go to a Samunori concert with her. It will be fun. Do it right, one. Have you ever seen this? It's a sensu. It's a folding fan we can carry easily. Many people use these fonts on hot summer days. They are also used in Nihonbi or Rakugo. Beautiful Japanese pictures are usually printed on them. Lesson 6. I have a dream. I have a dream one day my 4 little children will not be judged by the color of their skin. Martin Luther King Jr. said this in a speech in 1963. He had a dream that is important to all of us. His dream was equality for all Americans, black and white. He was a person that lived for this dream. He fought for it and he died for it. After this, more and more people joined the civil rights movement led by King. In 1964, he received the Nobel Peace Prize. 4 years later, he was shot and killed. He died, but he left a words which we will always remember. I have a dream. One day the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. His dream lives on. They talk 4. Why don't we watch a video Saturday afternoon? That's a good idea. What do you want to see? How about Gandhi? Great, and then my father will cook us some curry. That sounds nice. Lesson 7. About you and the child. Sudan is a large country in Northeast Africa. It is a country with great promise, but it also has great problems. In 1993, the people of Sudan suffered from war and hunger. Few people knew about this. Kevin Carter went there to work as a photographer. He wanted the world to see the problems of Sudan. One day Carter saw a child. She was lying on the ground. He knew why the child was there. She was so hungry that she could not move. Suddenly, a voucher appeared. He took this photo. The photo appeared in newspapers all over the world. It made him famous. He won a Pulitzer Prize for it. That's a really shocking photo to me, but Carter's action was also shocking. Why? Look at the photo. The weakened child was dying. In my opinion, Carter had to save the child first. Well, remember, his photo showed the world Sudan's problems. This saved many starving Sudanese. I see your point. Even a simple action like taking a photo can have 2 sides. Do you talk 5? Hello? Hello, may I speak to Paul? May I ask who's calling? Sorry, this is Kumi. Oh, hello Kumi. Paul is out. I see. Would you ask him to call me? Sure. Nice talking to you, Kumi. Goodbye. And nice talking to you, Mr. Green. Goodbye. Lesson 8. Sharing with language. What are you doing, Kumi? I'm practicing sign language. Sign language? Yes, I'm learning how to sign. Why? Last week, I went to a movie. It started deaf actors. But how did they speak? They acted and spoke their lines with their hands. Now I know why you're learning sign language. Yes, I was very moved by the movie and the actors' skills. I'm studying sign language. Through this study, I learned signs, but I learned much more. I learned that sign language is not about just signs. For example, my teacher taught me how to sign the word happy. My hands were in the right place, but other students couldn't understand me well. My teacher said, smile when you sign happy. Then people will understand you better. From this, I learned that facial expressions and gestures are important for communication. Now I can sign a little, so I can truly start to communicate with deaf people. Now I can speak English, so I can communicate with English-speaking people. I may have a chance to share my feelings, ideas, and thoughts with more and more people. I want to learn other languages like Chinese, Hindi, and Korean. Then my world will become bigger and better. Do it right too. I'll never forget my friend Nakata Shinji. At first, Shinji and I were not good at playing volleyball. We practiced hard together. Later, our team became number 1 in the city. I'll always remember Shinji. Let's read 2. Human Rights for All. Like most Japanese junior high school students, you come to school every day and go home after school. These are activities that are natural for you, but many children in other countries cannot go to school. They cannot spend time at their homes. These children may live in countries at war, and they suffer. They are treated unfairly, and they suffer. Because of these sufferings, they have to leave their schools, homes behind. These children are refugees. What are the lives of these refugee children like? Think about the case of the children in this photo. They're from Kosovo. Their village was attacked. Their father and older brother were in great danger and had to run away. Their children and their mother were left behind. But they were in danger too. They had to leave. They became refugees. There are millions of children like them. These children are refugees living in Africa, Asia, and Europe, everywhere. The lives of these refugees are hard, but some people are trying to help them. Some doctors are helping refugees who are sick. Some teachers are working in schools for refugee children who cannot go to school. Some people are working to bring these refugees food and safe water. And some people are helping these refugees when they return to their homes. One person who worked to help refugees was Ogata Sadako. At the UN, Ms. Ogata worked for refugees. She did this not because she felt sorry for them. She did this because she believes that every person has basic human rights. She believes in the dignity of every person. Let's think about the words she has said about the human rights of children. All the children in the world have the same basic human rights. They have the right to live with their families, the right to go to school in peace, and the right to grow up in safety. Reading plus courage. There are many kinds of courage, awesome kinds and everyday kinds. Still, courage is courage, whatever kind. Courage is being the new kid on the block and saying flat out, "Hi, my name is Ray, what's yours?" Courage is 2 candy bars and saving one for tomorrow. Courage is a blade of grass breaking through the icy snow. Courage is being the first to make up after an argument. Courage is the bottom of the 9th high score, 2 hours space load, and your turn to bed. Courage is starting over. Courage is exploring heights and depths. Courage is sometimes having to say goodbye. Courage is holding on to a dream. ということで終わりました。やっぱいいね、音読ね。やっぱ最初読み始めた時より最後の方がなんかもっと自然な上手くなったっていうかなんていうか感覚を思い出したっていうのかな。やっぱできればやっぱ毎日やった方がいいですよね、ほんとね。飽きちゃうんだよね。前はなんかねできてたんだけどね、それでなんかすぐ覚えたからね。本当はなんか音読っていうよりなんかこれ見ないでどこまで言えるかみたいなのやっても面白いと思うけどね。まあそれちょっと考えておきます。ってことで以上です。シャドーイングちょっと今日はやんないかな。あんまり、まあいいんで今日はやんないです。なんでありがとうございました。さよなら。